So last time we had
You'll need
staked
to log
out
back in, Mumble.
the church, and we engaged the dude and his son, and were victorious somehow with no deaths. And after that, we were met and rewarded by the Baron von something-a-vitch?
Strahd von... Let me look.
Strahd von Borovich.
Zarovich. Yeah, Zarovich.
He had some big guy that was not very friendly with us, his right-hand looking man, and we were rewarded about 40k gold, as well as an enchanted chest that held it.
Yes,
and
it was 10 apiece. Yes.
offered a job of slaying hags.
Okay. Yeah, I can tell you myself.
And I believe after that, OJ went to inspect the house, some house, either the house of the preacher or something, and we were still staying in town at the inn.
Okay. Okay. I can hear myself through...
You're muted, right?
No, you're not. I'm actually...
It's muted, right?
It is, but it's still...
How?
I don't know, but leave it like that.
Wait a minute, I know why.
No, just leave it. I can hear myself clearly.
It's on speaker. Gotta be it.
That's fine.
Because I can't hear through this piece of shit anymore.
Voice.
You can hear us fine, right?
Someone say something.
Something.
Correct.
Okay. As long as you can hear me just fine, that's fine.
Yeah, I can hear you pretty fine.
Okay. Okay, in the morning, before you guys are completely awake, Irina Poliana, who I finally got a unique picture from the book, comes to your inn room. She knocks at the door.
I will answer.
I will move from out in front of the door, because that's where I was sitting.
Did you give her your names? I think Ecks gave them those.
Myself and Mahes did at the very least.
Okay. Go ahead and close that door. Before you. Alright, and she looks around and says, may I speak with you two? Or your party? Is the whole party in the same inn?
They're in the same inn, yeah.
Okay.
I say speak.
Oh, here's now.
She removes the bandage from her neck, and the fang marks are a little bit more prominent.
Oh, you're a vampire.
Vampires can't bite their own neck.
But she will be soon.
Also, you might not know what a vampire is.
That's gotta be common knowledge in D&D world. Come on.
It's not. It's actually knowledge 15.
Seriously? Okay,
Yes.
okay, I'll roll for that then.
You don't have knowledge religion.
Damn it! This is bullshit!
Yeah. Vampires are not common knowledge in D&D world. Zombies are.
So wait, we know about zombies, not vampires? That's a serious double standard.
Because zombies are animated corpses. They're not like a disease or something.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So how about we wait and see if
Vampirism?
she tells us what these fang marks are all about?
You probably know. You're a cleric.
You're a cleric going, uh-oh, start crawling yourself.
So she reveals the marks and says nothing
Yeah,
about
she says, the master of the castle punished my father for standing up to his commands. That's why the zombies are out.
Whoa. Repeat that again a little slower?
The master of the castle, he came to our house. He wanted to take me away.
Do we know who this master person is? Have we heard of him previously?
The master of the castle, she's probably referring to his knowledge check. Intelligence roll or knowledge?
I'll go intelligence.
Local.
Knowledge what?
Local. Or nobility, royalty.
Nada.
So just a regular intelligence check will work.
10.
You rolled a 9.
No, but I had +1 for my intelligence.
Okay. She's probably referring to the Baron. That's the only castle that you can think of in the area.
But I can roll a knowledge check, right?
Go ahead.
Dragonmon.
It's a joke on effect.
Interesting.
Yeah, she's definitely referring to the king of the Baron, who's the ruler of the castle of Barovia.
I'm sorry. And she said how she got these was...
No, she said, let me repeat it. The Baron came, the master of the castle came. He came to my house. He wanted to take me away. My father refused. And that's when the zombies start coming.
Well,
My father was poisoned before the zombies came. It had to have been him.
You're referring to the man that is currently in town?
the Baron, yes.
The Baron left.
Oh, well, shit.
Remember, whenever you guys were getting paid, he was already packing up to leave.
And now we know why.
And when did you receive these bite marks?
I don't remember. I had a dream. He was chasing me. And then when I woke up, I had these marks.
Before or
It
after
happened again yesterday. Last night.
Do you know why he wanted to take you away?
I don't know. I've had these awful dreams. Whenever he's chasing me, he doesn't say my name. He always says Tatiana.
Say that again?
Tatiana. Tatyana. At first, I thought they were just dreams, nightmares. But when I wake up, Anyway, you have to do something. He's not a good he's not a good Baron.
Quite the dilemma we seem to have here.
What can you tell us about the hags he supposedly is having trouble with?
I don't know. If you go west, there's an encampment, a small camp. There's a wise woman there. She knows things that even the Baron doesn't. She can glimpse the future. She might be able to tell you more.
Interesting.
She might be able to even find my father's holy symbol.
Holy symbol, huh?
Yes, my father had a holy symbol, but neither myself nor my brother could make it work. And then something evil stole in and stole it from the dead of night.
Well then.
A thief, it could have been a servant of Strahd. I don't know which one, though, if it was. It could have been something else entirely. Every sort of evil is collected in this woods.
Quite a fun
If it was
place.
Strahd's, though, Strahd's reach is long. If he stole it, he'd probably want it as far away from the castle as possible. Actually, you guys would know what vampires were. At least LandShark would, because LandShark's made that check.
Yeah. Mahes and I had discussed it, and we mentioned it to the party when we were keeping tabs on Irina.
Yep.
Yeah.
And is she supposed to be sounding pretty agitated and panicky
Yeah,
right
she's
now?
pretty good.
What makes you think that the Baron is behind all of this?
It was only him in my dreams. Who else could it be?
Does have a point.
Knowledge check. Religion.
I need to roll another knowledge check.
Combined with your last one. LandShark, what's your ranks in religion?
That's just with my intellect. I have no rank.
Oh, okay. Let me just train it. Mahes would know, though. Typically, a vampire will dominate a subject before they bite them to keep them from acting against themselves. It's hard hearing myself talk.
I can fix that, you know.
That's fine. I mean, there are cases where it doesn't happen, but typically speaking, a vampire will dominate a target in order to enthrall them before biting. This will keep them from acting against them, struggling, breaking their teeth, etc.
I can hear them through there. You could just disconnect that entirely.
Oh no,
And we met the Baron during the day, correct?
Yes, we did. Yeah, you met him during the day. specifically, I think you were talking to him.
I wanna say it
Around
was
noon?
late afternoon.
Morning
Yeah,
or
it was
noon.
around. It was in the afternoon. The sun was out. If that's what you're getting at.
Yes.
And you also know that typically, as a vampire will, incinerate themselves in the sun.
Right.
Can you guys hear Jacob?
No.
Nope.
No. No, you're muted on Mumble.
When you got the marks on your neck, did you wake up in a strange place, or did you wake up in the same spot you fell asleep?
No, I woke up near my bed.
Off of it, as if I had fallen out of bed.
Have you gone to anyone to get the marks checked out?
The village cleric had gone crazy. Who else would I turn to? But you're a cleric.
Perhaps
You can do something.
Would I, as a cleric, know what I could do for her, or tell her that I cannot?
It's knowledge religion.
Is there a cure for vampirism?
You want me to re-roll that, or use my previous vampire knowledge check?
The best option will probably be that if you find and kill the vampire that is turning her, she will not turn.
All right.
So she's
Of course,
not
that's probably the most straightforward method. Can you hear myself echoing twice off of from Jacob?
Only for
I
a
can't-
little bit, not anymore.
Okay, all right. Other than that, you could try to restore the blood she lost. That's more of a temporary measure.
Nice. And
I can't hear you.
would I know how long the process would take before we ran out of time to help her, like her transition period?
It varies based on how strong a person is. They just have to be killed by the blood loss.
Okay.
It's not based on she's not going to turn while she's sitting there. Whatever vampire is turning her would have to continuously suck her blood again and again and again until she runs out of blood.
I see. All right.
So as long as the vampire doesn't suck any more blood, she's fine.
Yeah, as long as he has, right now, it doesn't appear that she appears a little bit anemic, but it's not to the point where her life would be threatened by blood loss.
And does it act like normal, like in the real world where her blood is replenished over time?
Yes. You make a fortitude save in order to replenish one constitution point in game terms. So you make a fortitude save each day to replenish one constitution point. Of course, if said vampire really, really wanted to, he could probably drain her dry all at once. But he hasn't.
Is she in danger of becoming one of those whatchamacallits that are not fully turned? They're just
No, the Domfears in D&D are traditional Domfears. They're not. They're half vampires. They would have to be born that way.
Would we
And
know?
if you're talking about vampire spawn, she would still have to die in order to become a vampire spawn.
Okay, that's what I meant.
But if she dies somehow before the turning process is complete, she'll become a spawn.
What exactly are spawn?
They're like,
Vampire zombies?
No, no.
yeah,
so
they're
the
not quite. They're vampires in a way. They still have to drink blood and stuff like that, but they're not free-willed. They're linked to their master, and if their master dies, then they die.
Okay. So wouldn't a vampire prefer to make them instead of actual vampires?
Do vampires what?
Wouldn't vampires prefer to make those instead of actual vampires?
Typically, yeah, they need a large number of spawn, but if they can enthrall true vampires under themselves, like if they turn a true vampire, then they can enthrall that true vampire under themselves, and then that true vampire can in turn make thralls that it can serve, and true vampires, and so on and so forth, until you get a giant ass tree.
Yeah, because vampires created by other vampires are still commanded by their maker until they're released.
Yes.
So they'd be a stronger version.
And if their master, if a true vampire's master dies, then they're freed. But if a spawn's master dies, then the spawn typically just die. And particularly willful spawn can survive for a certain amount of time, but they require more energy than they can themselves provide. So they almost always have to find another vampire to enthrall themselves to.
Well, in the meantime, if no one else has anything else they want to ask her, I would suggest to her that she come with us and we go to this wise woman to investigate her predicament and whatever else we can find out about the Baron and his hag problem.
Of course, of course.
We can keep watch over her and go from there.
I am a knight of Ravenloft. I will assist you however I can.
Very well. How far of a trek west is this wise woman? Like,
Good
how
question.
long will it take us to get there?
The DM says, that's a good question. Let me check.
And I believe woods were mentioned in case we need to prepare for...
All around Barovia is situated in a valley. This is something you would already know. There's a river running through it that eventually drains off into a marsh. But all around the valley is just a giant, forest.
Okay.
And
the Baron's castle's beyond the marshes, I would assume?
It's actually on the other side. If you're looking at it north-south, let me look. The river runs south of the city, and the castle is up in the hills, or up, I guess, in a mountain to the north.
Okay. But what we know of the war that was waged on witches earlier that the preacher's son supposedly died in?
You read about it in the newspaper.
Yeah, those were in the marshes, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Alright.
It's going to be, as the crow flies, about 5 or 6 miles out from the city. But because you have to wander, if you're going to follow the road rather than just trekking your way through a forest and over a cliff, or over a hill, mountain thing, you're looking at probably closer to about 12 miles.
So a good half a day's journey.
Yeah, it's a good half-day journey out there.
All right, and this will be forest stuff, correct?
Well, you can follow the road. Around the road and the area around it doesn't have any that isn't like forested.
But we're not going through a marsh road. We're going through a forest road.
Yeah, a forest road.
Okay.
You'll be going in the opposite direction of the marshes. The marshes are south and east, and you're going west. Almost directly west.
Well, I would suggest that we set off as soon as possible and get whatever we need to be able to watch over our friend here, and what other preparations we may need for anti-hag stuff. Do we need
Okay.
Mahes? Did you look up any of the spell stuff?
Yeah, but I could only get one. Well, I could get two, but I needed a attack spell, like a decent one, so I went with that instead. But I got non-detection.
Do
so-
you or Elik need any kind of reagents or any supplies for spells or magic or anything else?
Nope.
Is Fulgore fully repaired and all that?
He says yes.
And Irina, do you need anything before we leave?
If you would give me a few moments in order to be able to collect my armor and my
I guess
weapons.
I would also ask if there was like, I don't know, horses and wagons or anything that we might rent or buy in the town.
Sadly, she shakes her head and says, "No, most of the horses were either eaten or ran off during the zombie encounter
All right.
or the zombie attacks."
I guess we might need to figure out what to do with the chest of gold we were just awarded before we just leave it in town.
You didn't spend any of it yet.
Yeah. Any ideas, fellas?
And she thinks about it for a moment and then says, "The smith in town, it might be here, and if we wait a few days, then a traveling merchant caravan might start coming back."
I look at the group for any kind of suggestion.
One moment.
Y'all want to stick around and shop and watch over Irina for a few days and wait for a possible merchant or
LandShark,
something?
are you streaming?
I am.
What's okay, find LandShark's channel. LandSharkX, what's your channel name again?
Twitch.tv/LandSharkX.
Twitch.tv/LandSharkX.
I do not have any volume though. It's just a muted visual of
you're
the
gonna
board.
you're just gonna be staring at the board though. There's no sound. Yeah, no volume.
And I just lost Jacob.
And we just lost Jacob. Yes, we did. Oh, okay. All right. It'll be roll20.net, and you'll need to make a level 5 character geared, and then I'll have to send you an invitation. Okay. So, yeah. How about you? I didn't mean to do that. Dang it. I'm okay. I can't deal with it right now. I'll get you the information here in a little in a little bit. So you'll probably have to wait until after we're done, and then we can do it. So, all right. Just stay on PS4, and I'll send you the data that way.
Is Gore gonna start playing with us?
Yeah, somebody's gonna start playing with you. So, all right. I'll catch you later, Alex. Yep. Okay. And yet I told him we started at 4, and he contacts me now to say maybe I should get the information. Jacob's back.
Irina mentioned the possibility of traveling merchants or something for shopping coming in soon.
Yes. With the zombie infestation gone, it will not take long for traveling merchants to begin arriving in town again. At least that's the accepted theory. And if a traveling merchants arrive, then you can start getting gear that you wouldn't normally be able to find with a dead blacksmith as the primary source of new goods. So, let's see. This is a lot easier if I actually plug my mouse in. Okay. All right. Irina will come back in about an hour with her wearing a set of full plate mail and with a longsword and shield.
Alright. While we decide to do what to do in the meantime.
Yes. She'll be following your suggestions or whatever you want to call them for this. Figure out what you want to do.
Well,
it is physically possible for you to trek your way through the forest itself as the crow flies, and you might get there faster.
I would suggest that we leave one person here to watch for a merchant and watch over the gold while the rest of us take Irina to go see this wise woman, and we can be back either in the same day or the next day. On the way out, whoever needs to go take care of things with the smithy can get that started and finish up when we get back. And whoever stays with the gold can have a merchant say he's got potential buyers coming in a day or less. Any better ideas? Is Elik still here?
I have no idea who's here.
Mahes is still here.
Well, do we have any volunteers to sit back with the gold? Does not want to go talk to the wise woman that much.
You could also probably stuff the golden bags and take it with you.
Really?
Probably. I believe Fulgore has enough carrying capacity to be able to do that.
Is there a bank? Can we just deposit it in the bank? I don't know. I'll stay.
Well, it's in a 400-pound chest right now, and it's 40k gold. If we could convert it to platinum,
40k gold.
if there was a way to convert a lot of it to platinum to lower the carrying capacity, I would want to do that.
Right. Irina is here with a solution for that. She says you can leave the money with her brother.
Her younger brother? The little guy we
Right.
found in the house?
Yeah.
What? Maybe.
You can keep an eye on it to make sure Roberts don't take it.
I'm okay with that.
Also note that he was alone, and alone for several days by himself in a zombie-infested wasteland.
Correct. I'm okay with that. I'm not too worried that the gold's going to go too far in our short trip to the wise woman.
I'd prefer though if we could carry it, us just taking it with us.
We can do that too.
I may have to kill someone if they steal my money.
So yeah, I guess we'd do whatever's necessary to back it up and take it with us.
They don't have PS4s. None of you guys have PS4s, right?
Nope.
Nope.
No, they don't. I have no idea. Anyway, you haven't been listening to them the entire time, have you? Okay. No, you're not. They're gonna leave it. I believe is what they decided.
No, we're gonna try and carry it with us if it's not too much trouble.
Okay. Yeah, they are gonna. Oh, you're right. You're already wearing heavy, and you have a strength of 18, right?
I bought the.
You don't have that yet. No, like if you want to just sit around and wait for them, then you can be the volunteer to stay behind while the others are going to go continue story. But if they get into any combat or if they get any rewards, then it's up to them to give you the reward, not up to me.
You guys mind waiting a few days?
Also, if you wait too long, then it's possible that the vampire will come back and then you'll be dealing with a vampiric helper. Time is not your ally in this campaign. This isn't like the level 15 campaign where you have all the time in the world because nobody is going to challenge you.
We can leave it with the kid. Just note that if he tries to take our money, I will kill him.
Okay.
However, until then, I need to go to town and see if I can get some better gear.
Yeah, we'll stay overnight, I'd say, and you can take care of your business in town. We'll do one watch with Irina in the inn, and then we'll leave early morning to see the wise lady. Sounds good, yes?
I'm okay with that.
I heard you're going to stay overnight for one night and then do what?
Leave early in the morning to go see the wise woman. We're gonna set up a
okay.
watch overnight. We're gonna watch
you're not
Irina
actually
over.
asking me. You're asking Jacob if that's okay.
Yes, yeah, the group.
He says that's fine. I don't know if you can hear him or not. Can you hear him?
I cannot.
I can't, no. Well, it's just in the room. You can switch that over, your phone over to speaker so that I can just talk through yours. I don't mind hearing myself. Although I will occasionally stutter or something just because I'm listening. Okay.
You guys can hear me, right?
Yes, I can now.
Alright.
Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Alright. I can hear myself. That's good. Okay. On my computer.
So Mahes, go ahead and take care of your silver mirror stuff.
Okay.
Oh god, that hurt. Sorry. Sure. I'm actually putting you as background items and not as characters. Okay.
Then I grab my things and I go to the smithy. And
Okay.
I get him to make me the silver mirror.
Okay, that'll be a craft check.
Actually, I could probably do that since in the smithy dead.
Oh, right. Go ahead and make yourself a craft check.
Okay. I'll do it.
The smithy's dead?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That's the reason I couldn't get my belt.
Smithy in Stumpa City wouldn't be able to make your belt.
Dude, these D20 are bullshit. A 3.
Still high enough to make a silver mirror.
Yeah, but I'm really tired of rolling 3s. Like, really tired.
Does Wolfie have a name yet?
Wolfie
So helpful.
I'm gonna assume that's a no.
That's his name. His name's Wolfie.
That's
Oh.
not a name.
Yeah, it is.
Wolfie is his name. Okay.
That's what I call someone's pet I'm not familiar with.
Hey, I don't believe in names that aren't for the character. He's a wolf. He's Wolfie.
Call him Fenrir or Fenris.
I don't know. I have a lot of Wolfies.
Yeah, but most of those are from Candace.
Okay. Okay. Well, you easily smelt the silver into a mirror. Not difficult. And is there anything else you guys need to do?
I
Set up.
still need to go buy gear. Or see if
Up a
can.
what?
We need to go buy gear.
Oh. And caravan comes into town?
19 HP. Huh?
Say again, Pike?
Right now, there's not really anywhere for you to get gear.
Right, yeah.
Fair enough. I'll just suck it up and run around with 19 HP.
Well, gear wouldn't change your HP, would it?
Well, it'd give me armor though.
True.
And then I think I can still stack that with my mage armor.
No, you can't.
Oh, fuck. Never mind. I'm good for whatever.
You could get rings and stuff to give you armor, but actual armor would not help you.
And Fulgore, you do not sleep at all, correct?
I don't have to, no. I just have to be inert for a few hours, actually.
Well, we need I'd like to set up watch on Irina. If she doesn't mind anyone staying in her room.
I'm a robot who does not care anything for the human anatomy, so sure, why not?
Sounds great. Irina, any objections?
She shakes her head no.
Then that's what we'll do. We'll stay at the inn, watch her overnight, and head out in the morning.
Okay. Probably Irina's stats.
That would be helpful to us, for sure.
Also helping my Nook didn't freeze every time I opened it up.
How's it doing that?
File was too.
Would it be too much trouble for me to have bought a bucket of some sort large enough for me to dunk a wrapped spearhead into?
No,
No,
that's easily obtainable.
I want to start carrying a bucket around with me.
Maybe you can dip your poisons easier.
Create some holy water and sponge it up with a wrap spear. Step into my holy mop.
Oh my god.
It's a lot of spells wasted though. Create water, bless water.
Or, you could just fill it with water that I can carry with my canteen, because I don't have to drink anything.
I don't know if
Why do you have a canteen?
I don't know if I
That way I can
dunk
carry
a-
around holy water, obviously.
I guess you
Duh.
could pour it on. Anywho. Onwards and onwards.
Whenever you're in an undead campaign where holy water is not necessary, why do you have a canteen? Why don't you?
It's true.
Well, if you do have a canteen, I could have cast whatever, purify water or Make holy water the day before. 4 years.
That'd be pretty sick.
Wow,
she's actually
really geared. Really geared.
You're getting hurt from a template book, right?
No.
Oh, that was loud.
So if we all perceive her, does she perceive better than Ilana?
She's better geared than Alana was.
Good to know.
But being as how she has 2 giant ass bite marks
On her neck.
she has less HP.
Also good to know.
Speaking of, can the cleric do anything about those?
Not much.
I don't know.
Probably not.
You can't heal her, constitution damage, right? A cleric should be able to heal that ability damage, shouldn't he?
What cleric?
A 3rd level cleric?
Yeah, that cleric.
A 3rd level cleric that we don't have?
I thought one of our guys was a cleric.
I am a 3rd level cleric.
I thought you were level 1.
Level 2 Barbarian, level 3 Cleric.
Oh, okay.
I told you.
Restoration is a 3rd level spell, I believe, so you would need...
Damn it.
5th level cleric.
Anyway.
I knew we had.
Okay, so are you off?
Yep, if nothing
I suppose
happens
so.
overnight.
Sure. Nothing happens overnight.
And her brother has all of our stuff, right?
Yes.
Oh, then I'm good to go.
Oh my.
Actually, she's a higher level, so she has more HP. Okay. The road twists and turns, and you go over the river on a bridge. But it's pretty uneventful.
Good.
Eventually, however, you get to a crossroads. And I need to drag you guys over to that because you're still staring at an inn.
Yep. It was a very abrupt change. I'm sure I'm comfortable with that.
Put yourselves in marking orders.
Put ourselves what?
Marching order?
Well, I would be first. I guess we come to the crossroads right here.
Yeah, we're piled around. And where do you have Irina?
She would be smack dab in the middle if I had anything to say about it.
Good choice.
Like right there?
Sure.
Or like right there?
Sure.
I say there.
Can you see names and HP bars?
Can I?
I
Yeah.
can see
Yeah, you guys.
No, I
flow.
cannot. Other than my
Oh,
own.
I can see my own. That's it.
Your own is good enough. But you need to see name. Oh my gosh, the new system.
Oh, they updated the website. Lame. Dude, whenever they get done, like, all the, this part of history, they're gonna call it the Age of Updates. In fact, maybe I should launch some nuclear weapons and end the Age of Updates, because this is annoying.
Okay. Now can you see everyone's names?
Everyone's names,
Yes.
yes.
Your HP bar is gone.
Okay.
If you need to know how anybody's hurt, then you can ask.
Ask and maybe they'll tell you how badly the owie hurts.
Well, I am a cleric, but I'll ask.
There's actually a spell
Yes,
that
I'm
lets you see everybody's HP bars.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the restroom.
It's called status. I wish I were kidding. I'm not.
It's straight out of freaking Final Fantasy, dude.
I read it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And there's also Death Watch. How close people
Yes.
are to dying.
What if that would show you how many years they were away from dying? That'd be messed up. Oh crap, this guy only has weeks. We're about to run into some bad stuff.
Okay. Anyway, when you get to the crossroads, see a dude. Fighting dude.
A dude fighting zombies?
Yeah, for lack of a better term. That's annoying.
What?
Sorry. Actually, in this area.
Oh. Well then. That's a lot of friggin' zombies.
Okay.
Alright, well, I know what I'm doing.
Let me describe what you're looking at.
Yay.
As you approach the crossroads, a yell grabs your attention, and you see an armored man running around a graveyard, swinging around a gleaming silver sword.
Okay, what is he swinging the sword at?
It appears that he is fighting a group of corpses.
Corpses, zombies. Wait, am I still in Mumble?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, I was just checking.
These guys got no, not 2,400.
You almost put that in for their EP?
Yeah.
That would have been fun. So, guys, if we don't die, we'll be here for the next 6 hours. And that's just killing one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. We didn't you roll initiatives?
So, yes.
Okay.
To roll perception to see if he looks injured at all.
Yes, you can do that.
There is my roll.
Oh crap! Hang on. Put myself in the turn order here.
Oh shit! I didn't roll initiative.
Yeah.
Don't forget to target yourself when you roll initiative.
That's what I did the first time. I got a 10, but then I targeted myself and got a 20.
Well, I got a 9.
I know who's not going first.
Oh shit.
Well, I'm not going last.
And that beautiful, beautiful nomination goes to LandShark.
Elik?
Is probably still in the restroom.
Oh.
Yeah, that guy. Apparently now this is happening.
So I rolled a 22 perception. How does his injuries look?
He appears to be relatively unscathed.
Suck that 25, bitches.
How about initiative, OJ? And don't forget to target your character.
Oh.
And do what? What am I doing with my character?
You have to target your character so
I
the
can-
initiative is logged.
Oh,
Yeah, I can manually.
Yeah, I'm not re-rolling those. Those are awesome.
Ah. Let me fix that.
I'm okay with that one. If that's for the NPCs or for the zombies.
That was actually for Elik at first.
Oh, never mind.
He was going to have a 2. Damn! Oh, okay, that's for Arena. I'm cool with that. I thought it was for the zombies. I'm Jesus.
Grab one random zombie and
Roll 1 initiative for all of them. I like this plan.
Wow. Wow.
Now that we've established that the zombie should go once for every 3 turns that we have.
That makes the most sense for zombies to me. I am this fast. Except for the one that rolled 19. 20.
That was for the other guy, right?
yes.
So while we're rolling initiative, I will yell to the group that I will watch over Irina. Don't forget to use fire.
Hey, question. This map. What is this area with the zombies in it? Is that like
The
a
area with the
cave?
zombies
Is that like a
is
cave?
a graveyard. And
Okay, so-
the area to the left, over here, gallows.
Very cheerful. Maybe we could hang a zombie by the time we're done.
Okay, question.
Answer?
What are those right there, that line?
This line that you're marking is a low wall.
Low as in high
Like-
enough to keep zombies corralled?
Knee-high.
It's like 3 foot high.
So probably not. A zombie would just fall over it, get back up, and then keep coming at you.
Waist high. We'll go with waist high.
Yeah, about waist high.
Okay.
The lines are coffins and gravestones.
Are there any empty graves we could use to push zombies into?
Sort of where the lines are.
Brilliant! I'll get a chance to use my new technique.
Anyway, they're already engaged, but you guys have initiative.
Alright, well, first things first. I'm going to charge the zombie.
Over the wall?
Yep. I'll roll my jump check real quick.
You don't have acrobatic charge. You can't charge over a wall.
Really? Can't even just roll a jump check or anything?
You have to go around it.
Where does it end?
Oh, wait. That's over a coffin. Still, do that. This here is just the road. I'm marking?
Yeah. I
This
thought I had it pretty
is
clear
the
enough.
coffin. So you could charge that zombie. This one?
Yeah.
But this one is not in within a reach. You could walk to it. Also, this one is open. And if you felt like running past, you could go after that one. By stopping.
Sure. Why not? I'm just going to try and push it into a grave with Bull Rush anyway. Alright. Charge. Below zombie. Do damage first.
If you're damaging, you don't rush.
Oh my god. I thought you'd attach a Bull Rush to a charge, man.
You do, but it's not an attack. Or rather, it's a special attack. Unless you have improved bull rush,
I
you
do.
don't actually do damage.
I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay. You have to roll your touch attack first. 12 will hit. Roll your strength.
Just my strength?
Roll strength, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Plus 4, I think, for improve.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, I got blue light now. Bring it on, vampires.
Fails. You damage is dealt to him.
Not quite into the grave just yet.
No.
Alright. But at least he's not going to flank a friend here. Yet.
Who's next? I mean, we'll move to this one and attack. I forgot to put them on macro bar. Oh, and I actually make a mac for her.
Steven, whenever you do a Bull Rush charge, is it your, it's still your weapon and not just your slam attack, isn't it?
No.
Because I will create a new macro if I have to.
It's typically a shield.
I don't have a shield bash, though.
Well, then you're doing bludgeoning damage with whatever your unarmed is.
Okay. That's just a slam attack. Which is like 1d4.
I don't think so, Mahes. I don't know when you typed that, but as far as I remember, vampires don't have increased fire damage.
That do not.
They don't have like weaknesses to anything but like sunlight, right?
Holy.
Oh, and holy.
Oh, no, that pulled out as the zombie.
The zombies are using long swords. Oh no, we're doomed.
That'll hit and harm. Elik.
I'm gonna tell Wolfie to go attack this. And you got all the macros for him.
Yes, I do. He's actually on Wolfie. Like, the macro is in Wolfie, so if you want to roll it.
It's what?
Oh, wait, I didn't give you. Your Wolfie has poor luck.
Yep. I think most of us pretty much have poor luck.
Yeah, we don't do so good against zombies.
Yeah, Wolfie miss.
Okay, well, I'm going to. Hold on one sec.
No problem.
Who's Lawrence?
Alex.
Oh. You gonna be playing with us or just watching?
Okay, question.
I sent him an invite.
I got a question about Flaming Sphere.
Okay, go ahead.
It does 2d damage and lasts 1 round per level. So it lasts 5 rounds for me. Do you when you create the fire sphere, when you roll your 2d6, does that damage continue over the entire round, or every time it comes in contact? You have to re-roll.
It's once per round.
Okay. So
however, if something walks into it, then that damage is applied.
Okay.
The damage is typically calculated on the creature's turn.
Okay. So
except for the turn that it's made.
So pretty much you re-roll the damage each time something comes in contact with it.
Yeah, or stays in contact.
Okay. Second question. How big is it? It doesn't have like a
10 by 10.
It's what?
10 by 10.
Fuck.
It's a 10-foot diameter sphere. So squares by 2 squares. It would be about the size.
So if I do it,
That's only 5.
if I do it centered there,
it says 5 because it measures from the middle, but it's 2 full squares, and each square is 5 foot.
Okay.
Okay.
But if I do it centered there, it'll hit those 2 zombies and not hit Fulgore, correct?
Like that?
I was thinking more like move it over to the left a little bit. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
If they move, they're still in the fire, is what I'm thinking. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, I will go ahead and do that. Do I have to do a range attack chance, or is it going?
No, they have to roll reflex.
Okay.
There's zombies. Yeah, they both failed. So you'll do full damage to them? So that's whatever it says.
I didn't think zombies could even have reflex saves.
They're poor.
What, did they like accidentally fall over?
And Fulgore can still attack that one zombie, right?
I guess to swing at it.
Without getting
Yeah.
hit? Okay. Okay, then
Speaking of, I think it's my turn again, right?
No.
Okay.
Move the circle over a little bit. It moves
Doesn't
back.
the fire do double damage because it's on zombies?
Not anymore.
Interesting.
Perfect. So wait. The zombies don't take double fire damage anymore?
No. Destroying the source of the zombies stopped any more from being made, but it also removed that.
So their physical characteristics were altered?
Their magical ones were.
Right.
They're still fucking rotten corpse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they're
wet.
rotten corpses.
I don't understand why they're not susceptible to fire anymore, though.
Because they're wet.
Okay, whatever.
Do not question the book.
They're no more or less susceptible to fire damage than a normal person is.
Okay. So then they have no weaknesses anymore. They're just uber.
Slash.
Holy.
And holy.
Well, we only have one fucking cleric, and he's useless. So
Whatever.
yeah,
That's
I
not
went
very
there.
nice.
I went there. Yeah.
Not very nice.
I'm used to it.
Okay, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Alright.
Okay, Ulrich is up.
Step here. Swinging first swing at this one. Hits. And the second as well. At -5. Okay. So he swung twice, dealing 15 to the same zombie. It's not quite dead. Mahes.
I move there and I light a torch.
Okay. LandShark.
You said the one Arena attacked looked pretty injured?
Yeah, it's pretty beat up.
I will attack it.
Go.
And I will do poorly.
Right, spear. Okay. Zombie.
Hey, is physical damage quote unquote energy? Or is it only magic considered energy?
Physical damage is physical. Energy would be
So
fire, cold.
it wouldn't be like kinetic energy?
No, kinetic is Pure kinetic is force. That's considered magic energy.
Okay, I was just
But
wondering.
flash, bash, and stabby are not considered energy.
Okay, I was just wondering if protection of energy would work to absorb physical damage.
No, it doesn't. There is a spell for that, though. Stone Skin.
I don't think I have that yet, though.
No, it's a higher level one. This one, attacking Wolfie. It takes 7. This one, attacking the warrior.
Or
It's doing 2. This one, and that one. All attack Fulgore.
let's see how they do.
They have flanking. What's your AC?
It's right now. Without those bonuses, it's like 23 or something. Without the ones that I was going. I mean,
1 hit you.
really surprising.
Seven.
Go 4.
Yep.
DR is wonderful.
Okay. And the zombies are done. Fulgore.
My turn. Hang on, I'm changing.
They're getting around. The fireball goes off, or continues dealing damage.
So, roll that.
That's Elik.
Yeah. Waiting on. We're waiting.
See here?
Nice.
9.
I don't,
Good damage.
I don't have a macro, so I gotta type it out every time.
Oh, okay.
The druid becomes very powerful because you can stack those fireballs on top of one another.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Really?
Yes.
The one thing in D&D that stacks. Lots of damage.
Damage sources always stack. So you could put like 2 or 3 of them down and on the same person, and they would all do damage.
And if they ever tried to get out, I could just bull rush them back into the space. Anyway, I'm going to swing at zombie in front of me that just took fire damage.
I took 5 damage.
Okay, the one right here.
Click and hold on it. Go for it.
Sword.
That hits. No criticals.
It's a shame.
Okay.
Is that seriously the first critical we've seen?
Yeah, that's the first 20 we've seen for an attack. The entire campaign.
Should tell you something right there.
We've seen plenty of ones.
Alright, level 4.
We have seen a lot of 1s and many 3s and 4s. My least favorites.
Irina misses.
Oh, but
Color
we
me
can't.
surprised.
We can't crit undead. I think we've seen a couple actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, dude, do you want to take off your headset and just do all speaker right here?
I'm muted on mine.
You might want to mute your sound too, because I'm getting tired of wearing this thing.
But it sounds so nice.
Elik. You're up.
Hmm. I guess I'll just do a produced flame on the one behind Fulgore.
One?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, it missed, I think.
No, it's a touch attack, isn't it? Rebar. Yeah. Okay. You gonna move?
No, I'm gonna stay safe back here.
Okay. He's gonna. The warrior's gonna swing at the one in front of him again.
I think he hits.
And he kills it. His second swing goes to the one behind him. Takes a -5 to that. Still hits. And then I'll take a 5-foot step. And he says, "Oh, nice to see fellow warriors."
Hello, I'm not done yet. The only way to get these things to bite them.
Oh, you can make them. And it is Mahes.
Ali said this was a good investment.
I'm going to cast Mage Armor because I didn't do that before. And if I get hit, I don't want to die.
Is anyone swinging at you?
Hey, I want to be safe. I can get charged. Things can come
By a
out from
zombie?
behind.
I find that unlikely. What's it
A
gonna do?
vampire could come
I'm
after
charging you.
Irene.
Shuffles slightly more fast than normal.
I already rolled 19 initiative.
Alright, you use Mage Armor. You can move as well.
I'm gonna stay behind Wolfie. At least he can somewhat protect me.
Okay.
Did Wolfie attack on Elik's last turn?
Yeah, it misses.
Okay.
LandShark. Oh wait, no, the wolf didn't do.
I thought he missed.
How do I do that?
I don't see anything around OJ aside
You
from
mean how
Arena.
I made you use Mage Armor?
Yeah.
I switched over to you, or your character to be specific, and then hit /me, uses Mage Armor.
Okay. I just wasn't sure how to do it, or else I would have typed it in myself.
Yeah. It's
Nice bite.
You know, all the infected flesh that Wolfie's been eating, we should probably make sure his teeth are clean.
team damage. Wolfie. I need to make a pet macro for him. Zombie trips. That zombie is now prone. Landshark, you're up.
I would like to move here,
Okay.
and on this zombie, I will attempt to trip it while it's in the fire with
Okay.
my long spear.
Do you have improved trip?
I do not.
Okay. You know how to trip.
Like so?
Well, that's the trip. Roll a melee attack first.
I thought it was touch.
Oh, it is a touch. Oh, that's your touch.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's the trick. You'll need to roll like a melee attack itself first, as if you were stabbing. It gets touch AC. Yeah, that. Okay, that hits touch. Now, you have an 18 for trip check, and the zombie needs to roll trip. He fails. He is tripped. If you had improved trip, then you would be able to do damage to him now. But you cannot.
I would be able to attack, or just the trip would have damaged him?
The trip would damage him.
Oh, okay. That's what
The trip
fire
would
is
damage him
for.
as if you attack. Okay. Zombies. This one is going to attempt to get up. 2 attack of opportunities. Where's Wolfie? Fight. Hits. Deals damage. That zombie dies. Okay. This one is attempting to get up. LandShark. Fulgore. You both get attack of opportunities.
Done.
Those will both hit.
Zombie dies.
Zombie dies. Okay.
I do have combat reflexes now, which I believe gives me extra attacks of opportunity.
Yes, but you can still take 1 per round on any individual.
Okay.
Either way, it died. Beginning of round, fire damage.
I type it out and I'm not even clicking on the typing.
I can do it, but oh, that zombie died.
Wow.
Fulgore.
Swinging at the one above me, I guess.
Sure.
Dude, I suck at screw my D8 today.
Yeah. I think that's a D10.
Didn't they?
That makes it even worse.
Yeah. Okay. You gonna move?
Nope.
Irina moves. Here. We'll attack.
Can I turn the fire sphere off now? Or is
You
it-
can do that. You can also move it.
But if
What?
I move it, it moves in a straight line, and won't it hit Fulgore?
No, you don't have to move in a straight line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you could make it do something like this. There. 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 There.
The point is,
there's lots of
possibilities.
Okay, or I could just lift it high enough to go over his head, right?
Yeah, that'll work too.
He is manipulating the fire.
Yeah, I can move it. It's cool.
You're effing OP.
Funny thing is I have flaming sphere too.
That is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
It's pretty funny to watch people running away from them. Especially when you get like 4 or 5 of them stacked on top of one another.
All we gotta do is keep tripping them, and they just melt them with a sphere of fire. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous. They try to get up, we get our opportunity.
Yep.
Just sit there and take it like, what the fuck?
Oh, whoops. There we go. Alright, Elik.
Okay, I'm gonna move it and center it.
Like that.
Yeah, like that.
Okay. Do your 5 damage to him. Ooh.
Burn! Burn!
He's pretty beat up. You gonna do anything yourself?
No.
Why should he dirty his hands whenever he has a giant ball of fire?
Yeah. And I think Wolfie's just gonna chill. I'll leave it open.
Okay.
Hey, this other guy next to Irina, is that an enemy too?
Where?
No, the guy with the sword and shield is a neutral right now.
Okay.
He's just someone we happened to stumble upon while he was attacking zombies, and we said, that looks fun.
Pretty much. An accurate summation of what happened. He will move over and strike that zombie down. Alright. With his last sword blow, the last of the zombies is gone.
Steal kill or kill stealer.
Do note that experience goes to the party and not to the killer.
The only thing saving his life. Because then we just kill him and get his experience.
We could still do that.
Hey, be nice. At least ask him what he's doing in the area before we cut him down.
Is there experience in such questions?
Is there XP? How much XP for peasant?
As the last of the... are you going to leave the fireball there?
It is kind of warm.
I don't know if this guy's gonna be an enemy or not, so,
Just leave it on, and if he asks, play it off like you forgot. Play it off like you forgot the giant ball of fire.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Ooh. Or I could just surround him in a balls of fire and make him sweat.
I don't think that'd be the best path to friendship there, but no.
Okay, fine. I'll leave it there for now.
Anyway. After he's done, he says, Hail! I am Sir Ulrich. I am a knight of the Ravens.
Knight of the Ravens.
It is good to see a fellow sister here.
All right, what's...
Irina nods and says, Hail.
What do we know of the Ravens? Are they like basically like local
Knowledge,
force?
knowledge, history, local, nobility, or religion. You can hear it.
Terrible.
Oh.
Dude, you've been holding out on me. You've been holding out on me.
Okay. They are knights devoted to fighting evil forces. They specialize in dealing with the undead. Most of them started as paladins.
Do you two know each other? Referring to Arena and Ulrich.
He looks at you and says, actually dawning surprise first. And he says, Fishman.
Warforged will laugh. The Warforged will laugh heartily.
And a construct that can laugh.
Hey!
My apologies. I thought you were a goal.
Warforged. Thank you.
He has no clue what you're saying, but he's going to ignore that and continue on.
Sentient robot. Look it up.
In regards to your question, no, we have not. I have not met this sister here. I'm new to the area. However, it is easy for us to recognize one another.
And what brings you to our little corner of undead paradise?
I believe you've just answered your own question.
Fair enough.
I came here seeking the destruction of the undead. However, by the time I had arrived, a group of adventurers had already solved the problem.
Oh, right. That'd be us.
So I'm moving around and exterminating any remaining undead. Either way, you came from the opposite direction that I came from. I assume you were going down the crossroads?
Looking for a marsh, actually. Yeah, the white lady.
I look at Arena and say she's leading us to a wise woman.
Ah, yes. She's down at the camp. You just take a right and keep walking.
Might you have any word of hags or witches?
Hags or no, I don't normally deal with such things. Hags and witches typically keep to themselves unless provoked.
Very well. I have nothing else to say.
Okay. Sorry. Very well. I will be traveling to the town of Barovia and continuing and to aid and assist them in any way I can. Should you find any news of undead menaces, please share it with me.
I nod.
Okay. Anyway, farewell, and have a good one.
More nodding.
Godspeed to.
Nod speed. Should be LandShark's quote.
Yes, Godspeed. But only to the good gods. Alright. Now that he's gone. And I'm pretty sure the fireball has run out of time. Are you going to continue on?
That's all what I plan to do.
Alrighty. Do we need to take a break for you guys to eat or anything?
I'm good to go.
Okay.
In the process,
Jacob's gonna go eat.
Yeah,
I can fill him in.
I'm gonna go home and eat with my family. So hopefully I won't get into any fights until I get back. But Steven can fill me in on this other stuff, so I'll see y'all later.
Alright.
Okie dokie.
Did you say you were taking a break, Pike?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
We will continue on. I just need to stop to find a picture that I forgot to grab. So give me a second. Okay. Oh gosh, I need to find where this stuff is. Why does this person's name share the same name as a frickin' fashion magazine?
Because he's fabulous.
Such unluck.
So on a side note, while people are looking at stuff, how does the summon monsters work?
You summon a monster of whatever sort, like there's a giant table that you choose from.
Yeah.
And you can summon one of those monsters or whatever, or multiple of a lower level, and then they wander around for like 1 round per caster level before disappearing.
They work kind of like how Wolfie does for however many turns they're active.
Yes,
Pretty much
pretty
think
much.
and they do what they want you to do.
Pretty much.
Awesome. Okay. Is that the same with the familiars?
Familiars, I believe, are more permanent pet. I think.
Yeah, familiars are permanent.
They share some of your benefits or augment them, I believe. Like perception checks or something, maybe. Depending on what kind of familiar you have.
Okay. All right. As you follow the road, you eventually... Am I muted? Yeah, no, I'm not. Okay. As you follow the road, you eventually come across a small group of tents.
Sounds like a camp.
There are... It almost looks like a circus, in a way. Large, multicolored tents of all shapes and sizes are resting there. There are various members of the camp wandering around all over the place. It's pretty apparent that they're gypsies.
Understandable.
Irina says there, in that camp somewhere, is Madame Eva. She's well respected as a wise woman, and she is said to know things that even the Baron doesn't know about his own land.
I see. Well, shall we?
I nod.
We seek out this Madame Eva.
I am talking while my mic is muted. Of course I am.
I can hear you now.
Yeah, I know. I was talking before. All right. After talking to several of the inhabitants of the camp, you quickly make out that Madame Eva is in the largest of the tents.
That's where we'll go then.
Okay. Okay. I don't want you guys messing around, so we will just enable Fog of War and drag you over to a blank screen.
Oh, not fair.
I know. So, can you see that?
I see a big black box. A big African American box.
I'm trying to show you something. Is it not working?
Nope.
Ah. Fine. I'll make you see a big white box then. There.
It's bright.
Now, can you see?
I see big blank white canvas.
Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on. All players. Save changes. Show to players.
Ooh, I see an ugly lady.
Okay, there we go. Alright. The woman before you is absolutely massive. Upon first inspection, you can't help but think that it's an ogre or maybe even a giant, rather than the old woman that she actually is. She's bent over a small coffee table and doling out playing cards or tarot cards. Whenever she speaks, she has a dry, crackly voice. Though you had to open up the tent to walk in, she doesn't seem to have noticed you.
I will step forward and try and get her attention.
How?
I'll approach, kind of step in front of her. Does she react at all? Across
She
from
looks
her
up at
table
you.
or something?
You have arrived.
I nod.
So, what can Madame Eva do for you?
We seek. Well, I gesture towards Irina. What can you tell me of her bite marks and her dreams?
Oh? Dreams are dreams, dearie. And bites are bites. Try not to go near any blood-sucking bugs
Blood-sucking bugs what?
in the near future.
Huh. What can you tell us of hags and witches in the marches?
Hags and witches. What do you know of hags and witches?
I know a baron seems troubled with them. And has asked us to hunt them. Are you muted?
I was eating.
No.
She says, I see, I see. And what do you intend to do?
It depends on what I can find out.
Well, I am just a seer. All I can do is tell your fortune. Would you like me to tell your fortune?
I look over my shoulder and see if anyone else seems interested.
I yawn.
Nothing from Elik.
Nope, nothing.
I look at Irina.
She looks over at you and says, Madam Eva's fortunes are always correct. It would be a good idea if you were seeking any information.
Well, perhaps your fortune would be more useful, Irina. Maybe you'll find answers to your dreams.
All right. Eva will say, very well, very well. Step forward, little pet. Let us see what you have to see. What we have to see.
Can I go ahead and subtly cast detect magic?
You can, yeah.
While she does this, I would like to do that.
Sure. Both her cards and herself are magical. Yep. Both her and her cards are magic.
Okay. I just sit and observe then.
Okay.
Can
The
we
longer you look, the more you can tell. Her cards have divination magic cast upon him. She has illusion magic cast upon her.
Illusion magic, huh?
She sits down, or well, she was already sitting, but she beckons to Ilyana to sit, Irina to sit down. And then says, so, what topic would you like me to divine your fortune on? Love, perhaps? Maybe fortune. Or perhaps a certain baron who seems a little bit too infatuated. Or maybe all three. Cut the deck, dearie. Irina will cut the deck, and then she will dole out 2 cards. Can you see it?
Yeah, I see a dragon, a freaking white dragon.
Yep. The card that she doles out is a white dragon. And can you see the description underneath it?
Yes, I can.
All
He who
right.
dwells in Castle Ravenloft.
That's what she's going to say. He who dwells in Castle Ravenloft is a powerful man, whose enemy is light and whose powers are beyond mortality. You will seek him in the castle, and though he might find you many times, you will only find him once. You will find him in the place where his birth lies dead. Out of the darkness and the chaos, this card finds reason and foundation. It shows the purpose of all things, the key to life and death and else beyond. The darkness desires a light, the death seeks warmth from the living. To win the light, the darkness seeks to be illuminated, to face the rays of the sun without fear.
I got a question. Can I the spell quench? It says extinguishes non-magical fires in one magical item. That doesn't include like glamours or stuff like that, right? It's only the something cast on an item.
Yeah, it only counts as like fire-based magic. You would need probably a dispel magic or a true seeing or something like that in order to dispel glamours and illusions.
Okay. One level away. Damn it. Okay.
He says, "Is there anything else you would like? Anything else upon which you would seek your fortunes known?"
Can you read the fortunes of others not present?
She frowns at you and says, "No, no, dearie. They must be present, and only if the cards wish it."
I grimace, and I'm silent. Can I do a knowledge check for the blood-sucking bugs you mentioned?
Sure. Yeah, you have no idea what she's talking about. At least if you're taking the words literally.
Okay.
I mean, there are a few blood-sucking insects, like mosquitoes.
Well, I remember you mentioning something last week, but I don't know if my character would know about it.
No, probably not
Some kind of
storyline-wise.
strange creature thing.
Yeah. Intelligence-wise, though, it is possible that she's referring to vampires as insects.
I'll speak up again and say I did choose to hunt down these hags. What could you tell me of that path, if I so choose it?
Ah, the hags. Hags bother no one, though they are slaves. They are slaves to the land.
And if I chose to hunt down the Baron instead?
Well, the Baron is strong. I would say if you seek to hunt the Baron, the least you would require would be his book.
A book, huh?
Would you like to sit down, dearie? I believe the cards are speaking to you.
I silently sit.
Okay. Would you like to cut the deck, dearie?
I somewhat awkwardly cut the deck with my webbed fingers.
Roll a d10. Okay, that one is this one. Can you see it?
A green dragon.
Yes. You have pulled the green dragon card. She says, the tome you seek holds knowledge of the ancient and knowledge of the land. The tome sits amid the ancient lore of the castle. If you find the tome and delve into its secrets, you will discover the source of the Lord's strength. If you read it carefully, you may also discover how to rob him of that strength. You must find the 3 defiled places and unearth the relic each contains. When you have all 3, you must destroy what you have created. Would anybody else like a reading? You've come all this way after all.
I stand up and look at both of them and sort of gesture encouragingly at the chair.
Fine. I walk over and sit down and cut her deck.
Roll a d10. She looks at it and says, for you, the tome would also help. However, there's another for you. A 5 on the third reading is... Can you see it?
Holy
Yeah.
symbol.
Yeah, the holy symbol. The symbol is a powerful force for good and protection against the forces of darkness. Seek it where the river flows into the land. The holiness in this item waits for hands of holiness to touch it once more, but that's not enough. You must bring the symbol to join ancient lore in the castle. And I suppose Fulgore will go as well. We'll say Fulgore sits down as well.
I thought OJ was still sitting there.
I get up.
Oh, yeah. Well, dearie.
Are you doing Fulgore first?
No, that was you. Elik was the holy symbol. Well, dearie, do you have any questions?
No.
I see. She's pretty much talking to whoever happens to be sitting in the chair at the time. She also doesn't appear to make any distinguishing differences between who she happens to be talking to at any given time.
Gotcha.
She's also a little bit old and senile, if you haven't noticed.
Or so she appears.
Yeah. Well, dearie, who will cut the deck next?
I shrug and walk over and cut the deck.
Okay. What'd you roll?
Wait, what did Fulgore get?
Oh, Fulgore didn't go. There's only 4
Oh, okay.
readings, so
Okay.
there's no reason to do Fulgore. Can you see that one?
Yep.
Sun Sword.
Yep. What you seek is a blade of light, a weapon for vengeance. Seek it in the place of blasphemy, where humans plumb to their darkest nature. But the sword's light sleeps. To wake it, bring it to where the light lies dead, slain by the darkness that shrouds the castle.
Seems fitting for Mahes.
Thanks.
Well, dearies. It appears the cards are done talking.
I get up and
Should you have need of my words again, I have placed scrolls in your bags that contains their words.
Very nice.
Basically, you should have the 4 readings in your bags.
gotcha.
I can confirm them in the handouts.
I get up and step back to the back behind everyone.
I assume we're done here and I start to walk out.
Okay. She doesn't seem to stop you. She has her eyes closed again, and she's back to shuffling her cards.
Does it appear we'd have enough time to make it back to town before nightfall? If we left early in the morning and did that one fight?
Yeah, you would probably arrive pretty late, but yeah, you could probably arrive back.
I say we head back then. And that was what I will do unless somebody stops me.
No, that's fine.
Nobody stops you. Irina does seem to be getting more and more awake as the night goes on, though.
More and more awake, eh? Huh. So she seemed, what, like sluggish or, I don't know, anemic or something during the day?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's no bueno.
Anemic would be a good term. Just like lacking in energy.
Right.
But come start afternoon, she starts waking up perking up a little bit more.
Mm. Then we head back to Barovia, something.
Barona?
Barona. Barova. Whatever.
Barova, you're right, Rova. I hate not having my own names. I can't remember any of these names.
And I guess we all follow.
On the way back, I would ask Irina. She mentioned her father had been poisoned, correct?
Yes.
How did she come to know that he was poisoned?
She'll say, before the zombies started showing up, the father was a little bit, he acted very ill. I could tell just from my training that he had definitely been poisoned by poison. However, my abilities were not strong enough to be my knowledge and abilities in the divine magics are not strong enough to be capable of neutralizing it.
Is this why you had been seeking his corpse during the zombie raid?
I had hoped that he had survived the zombies. However, it appears that he did not. I will tell you truthfully, had you not arrived, had another team instead arrived to deal with the zombies, I would probably have marched up to the castle and stabbed that Baron right through the chest.
She's pretty
That
convinced
Baron,
that he's the bad guy.
And that Baron comes and he torments me in my dreams, and he poisons my father, and he sicks zombies on my town.
How do you know he's the one that's doing all this?
Of course, it's his town. Who else would have that kind of strength? I may not be. My training may not be complete, but I can tell. I know. It's definitely him.
You don't think you could be jumping to blame someone without proper evidence?
She shakes her head. She says, "No, it's definitely him."
And his is the only castle we know about in the area, really?
Yeah, he's the local lord. She says, even Madame Eva, even her words point towards him being the villain. He's a mastermind. He gets his way with bribes and with power. And no one can do anything or say anything to stop him.
I laugh and say, sounds like a politician.
I ask her what she knows of his big right hand man dude.
His right-hand man, dude.
The big guy that was insulting us when we had audience with the Baron.
No, those are her exact words.
Oh.
She thinks for a bit about it a little bit, and then says, "Do you mean Kavan?"
I don't remember his name. I was hoping my character did.
If you're talking about Kavan, he's the one you met in the square.
Yes, that's the one.
Apparently, he was once a great mercenary, feared and famed across the land.
A mercenary?
Several years ago, before I was born, he arrived in Barovia.
What kind of jobs does this mercenary usually take?
I don't know. That was, like I said, that was before I was born.
I see.
Almost 30 years ago, possibly. He came here with his band, and they seeking to do something. And the next thing you know, he's the leader of the troops that the Baron sends out to defend his lands.
I see. I would ask her when we get back to town. I would like to try dousing her wound with some holy water to see if she reacts to it. If she would be up for that.
She nods and says, "As you will. Do you have holy water?"
It can be what's the word I'm looking for?
Weird.
Made available. That's all the conversation I can think of.
All right. Well, she'll be staying at the inn until.
Yeah, so we make it back. We keep a lookout for any traveling merchants. I'm gonna go ahead and bless a cup of water and just dab it on her and see if what happens. Cautiously.
It doesn't appear to cause her harm, but it appears to be a little bit uncomfortable for her. Although I suppose having a shark person with webbed hands sticking a cloth filled with holy water or whatever into your neck would probably feel a little bit strange. It doesn't seem to make the fang marks weaken, though.
And if I go ahead and cast Cure Light Wounds on it, what happens
Nothing
then?
happens.
Okay.
The marks are holes in the side of her neck, but they're not bleeding or anything.
The Sanctuary spell I must look up.
While everyone's talking, I go outside and I cast Magic Mouth on the outside of her window as
Okay.
like a trigger trap. If something tries to come in through the window, it starts yelling.
Sure.
And gets our attention.
It'll just start screaming?
Yep.
Okay.
Whether no matter if the window opens due to her or something else.
Okay.
And then I come inside and sit down and have some ale.
Of course. All right.
I guess we hang around town for a few days and wait for some merchants to do some shopping and decide what to do, whether we're gonna go hunt for hags or investigate all these fortunes and the Baron. I have no idea what to do with Irina. If we see nothing, try to do anything to her at night, and it's all just dreams and these weird wounds. I don't know.
Sure. Well, the night passes by uneventful.
All right.
We'll start with that. So nothing comes and attacks her in the middle of the night or anything.
Right. No new dreams.
No new dreams either. No. Well, not the kind that you're looking for.
Right. No merchants come to town the next day.
No. If you're gonna wait in town for merchants, though, is that the basic plan?
It's part of it. We're gonna wait a couple days at least, see if any happen in.
One moment.
And actually, guys, we may have to cut this a little short this week. I'm getting pretty freaking tired.
No problem. I'm gonna pull up a map of Barovia. It's in hexagonal, but that'll allow you to. I'll put it in your notes so that you guys can see it. That way, you know what you're looking at.
I mean, for the sake of convenience, we could have it to where, like, we all go shopping on the downtime, and maybe some of us can get some one-on-one time with you and guidance in our shopping endeavor, so that everybody doesn't have to sit through it all.
It'll be about 3 days, and then a traveling merchant caravan will begin returning to the city.
All right.
Guys, can you see a map now?
I can see a map now.
Okay.
Yep.
And we got 40k, split it evenly between the four of us, and that would be 10k apiece.
Yes, that's correct. That puts you at about level 5 gear monies.
Forget what I split. Ilana bought the armor from us,
Yes.
and it appears I did not mark that. Oh, it's for 2,500, so we each get roughly like 7 or 6 point something k. 6,100. 610.
625.
Okay, that works.
625. So you should have, each of you should have 10,625. To buy, with which to purchase things.
I
And
thought
with
there were
this,
40 in the chest. 40,000.
Yeah, that's including that.
we split it up so each person has 10,600 because of that 40k. And then, so could you go ahead and help them gear up a little bit, and
Yeah.
we can pick up on the rest of it next week. Also, is there any chance of any more levels from the zombies today?
No,
Okay.
definitely not.
Okay.
Yeah. This campaign's actually going pretty slow compared to some campaigns. Part of it is because it's online, and part of it is just because you guys don't really know what you're doing.
Yeah. Well, and maybe sometime during the week I'll get back in touch with you and do my shopping a little bit before the next session. And you say we might have a new player next week, most likely?
Probably, yeah.
Alright.
That Lawrence W.
Okay. I'm sure you'll figure out a way to work that in, or we'll just pop him in and say, hey, he's a new guy.
He
Possibly
came
that.
in with the merchant caravan.
Yeah, there you go. Alrighty. I'm gonna stop the mumble recording then.
Okay.